Oh, God. I just had a smoothie. It's my second one for the day. And it's a good day. It's a good day. I just had a fantastic class with my mastermind class. Oh, we was on for 3 hours. That's the norm for us, so that's a good thing. So I wanted to talk a little bit about my hair and my process and my embracing my gray, like all the way. I'm all the way about this gray embracing situation. So I should really put you on the tripod. You know I'll be prepared. But I want to tell you that, look, y'all, this was very bald. It is, I know it looks bald, I know, but look, no, it grew in a lot. There's so much more darkness, and like a hairline is here, and the hair is actually growing back in. And I want to show you what I've been doing. Of course, it'll grow more, but the hair is actually, this here was, there was none here. This whole space was gone. It's coming dark. Look, it's all, this is hairline, baby. I just took off the hair wrap. This all was not here before. So it is coming back and growing in, and I want to tell you what I've been doing. So this is my hair. It's absolutely growing. I'm going to show you the process of what I do so you could see it. It's very moisturized, and I'm actually using my own sebum to moisture it. So I'm very excited about it. I'm really good with the braids and any kind of artificial hair. Like at this point, I don't want it. I actually want to embrace my gray. I mean, I want it. Like, okay, let's go put something decent on. Let's go do that. I'm looking forward to my gray coming out because I did the Mind movie where I got that gray picture, going over and over in my head where I get to see Lace Gray. And then I found some YouTube black women who have gray hair channels. And oh my God, they're so inspiring. So, y'all, I'm telling y'all, when I say that I'm over the gray hair dilemma, I mean, I will never, I cannot wait for my hair to grow even longer. I mean, I used to wear my hair in a gray fro and all that, so I don't know if I had the biggest problem, but I have less of a problem because, yay, I'm just so excited. Like, I cannot wait. Like, now I want it, so now you want it to be gray, or you want it to come in a certain way. So it's all these wonderful things. But first, let me put on something decent. So, what is it going to be? My other I know. Look at me. I'm glowing today for sure. I mean, I could see. I know you'll be like, you glow every day, but I feel a special glow today because I had a light way of eating, a lighter way of eating. I was trying to say that, but anyway, I'm gonna plug y'all in, and then we're gonna get started on this, talking about broken hearts, something that came up in our group. I healed from one of those. Some that came up in our group, and just the real, like, I think at 50, if at 50 you ever had your heart broken, you lucky. You just plain old blessed, okay? But I don't think the heartbreaking. I'm just gonna go on. I don't think the heartbreaking is actually the worst thing. I think it's life, and I think it's normal. I think that it is something to help us to grow and to learn from. I do think that. Let me see if I can pull this down. Yeah, I do think that. So anyway, so about the hair. Let's go back to the hair. So this is what I'm doing. I'm doing what they call, it's called the water only hair method. And let me just show you if you don't know what that is. So it's actually, so your scalp produces something called sebum. And what you can do is, you see when I'm going to the scalp, my hair is slipping off because that's the sebum. If you look, you can see the oil that's naturally on my hand. So either at night or in the morning, or sometimes both, I run my hair under the water because my shower actually works these days, and I bring down the sebum. Now, there's a couple of things that I do. So I have no other oil. And it actually, so think about it, it's your own oil, it's your own oil protecting your hair. So it's the best oil that you could have. And my hair actually slips off because it does come all the way down. And when it's wet, it's even more activated. And when it's wet, it's even more activated, so more sebum comes. And how to get your sebum to come and to start flowing and being produced is you want to do massages. So you want to massage your scalp. So I just counted 15 on each section. It's a massaging is good. It's not, it's, you want to see the scalp actually moving. That's how you know you're massaging. And then you go to every spot and you massage. Because this is going to activate the natural sebum. I used to do this in my hair. It was so long and beautiful. So my longest fro, when the fro was actually hanging, yeah, that was all water only. And then, and I'll explain water only a little more. Then you, I should have said that, you massage every section, and you do your best to do it. Now I just count 15. I can feel, and your scalp, as you massage your scalp, it gets looser, which is really wonderful. It shows you how much tension you've been holding. And I go for all of it, because my goal, and I could feel the sebum too. You can feel the sebum on your hand. So now my goal is to grow my hair into a tapered, because that's the way it's going to go anyway, because the sides are shorter, because I've been shaving it that way. So I love the tapered look, and I want to rock that out. So, and I could feel my sebum too, the oils. And then I just do every side. It's such a nice thing to do for yourself. And then the other thing you do is this. It's called scrunching, where you're scratching. Basically, you're pulling up all the debris and the dirt that might be laying on your head. But you want to do it very gently. Some people say don't even use your nails at all. Use like the hands and the thumb, but just the little nails. And what you're doing, like I said, you're bringing, again, the sebum to the surface, but you're also taking off the dirt and debris. And you do that every day. So you got the massaging, you got the scrunching, and then, and like as the hair grows, and I'll be able to do more. I keep it in twist, so even when I wash my hair, I wash it, which is mean wetting it every day and thoroughly getting in there. I keep it in twist, and so of course as you wash it, some of the twists will actually come out. So while I'm under the water, another one. While I'm under the water, I just go in, and this is preening. And then if yours is longer, even short, I preen it. And preen it is, you see I'm going here because I'm scraping off the sebum from this root, and I'm bringing it down. And you want to have it all the way covered. And like I said, when it's wet, oh my God. And if you know another thing I learned from the last time I did it, if you don't want to wet under the water all the time and get wet, you could actually get distilled water, specifically distilled water, put in a spray bottle, spray it on the hair so it can activate the sebum, and then it'll go down really easy, and it'll coat and cover the whole head. And it's working for me. This right here, I wish, that's why I'm documenting this now more because I didn't do the first process. This was a bald spot, especially when I bleached it. This little here is brand new. And what the sebum does, of course, the sebum is filled with vitamins and all the stuff your hair needs. So it actually seems like your hair is going to grow faster because you're losing less of it because it's being fully protected by the sebum your hair makes. Also, too, by that water thing, that watering it every day, you're moisturizing your hair every day. And my hair, and of course my hair is tight if you want to go with that, it needs a lot of, it needs that moisture, so it loves to be wet every day. And I love that I could get under the shower and put my whole hair, and then the sebum be coming in all thick. So you could just preen this way, or sometimes I just look for ones that might be like it's coming out, and if it comes out, just put it in. But like I said, again, you can do it. This is the preening. I'm pulling that sebum down because the sebum stays at the root, but when you wet it, it will be pulled down because now it's so your scalp is loosened from the massaging, from the scrunching, and then the water does the rest. And you'll notice that some of your scalp produces more than others. Like this is my drier side, I notice, always kind of has been. And my other side is my moister side. But when I get some distilled water, next time I'll do it then. And just the fact that I can twist and actually be still twisting this long shows you that it is growing. So, but the gray, now it's like now that I embrace the gray, I don't really see, I see a lot of black. It kind of looks like my hair is going back to, I mean, more black is coming in, but I guess I should probably say I'm all the way salt and pepper. So I'm more salt and pepper, but that gray is there. And like I said, it used to seem like a lot more. And like I said, if you see this darkness, y'all, it was bald. It was just nothing. Not all this here. That may like a lot, but this is growing back. And what's going to happen, even while this here, the front, this is because I know my hair, it's going to grow, and the bang, it'll be a nice bang, and the bang will grow real fast, and while that's coming in, it'll cover, and then that's when I want to start wearing it out more. Right now, I'm enjoying my hair wraps. You know, when you don't wear them for a while, and then you wear them, you like them, because they're pretty and they're colorful. Something that I'm doing, and I do all of the time now, is I make sure that I wear an underscarf under the head wraps, because you know that cotton's not great for hair. Now let me tell you, I always sleep with a satin cap or someone. Oh, I mean, when I say, I can't remember how many years before the young ladies used to get on, I was sleeping with. So I'm never without a thick cap. But wearing the head wraps, I didn't always, laughing my gray, y'all, I didn't always wear something under it to protect the hair. So I actually wear a silk scarf underneath all of my hair wraps. So my hair wraps are never without that now. That's a new thing. And another thing that I'm doing too is I'm making sure that I don't put the hair wraps too tight. It's not necessary. It's like, what was that all about all them years? It's not necessary. So I make sure that it's not too tight. And I also take it off when I get in the house, as much as I can remember. Sometimes I forget because I've been doing it so not tight. But yeah, I make sure to take it off when I get home. So yeah, and I take it home. So another thing that's going on is, so you'll know the gray hair definitely acts different, and people will say that to you, than the other hair. So your braid outs definitely look a little interesting because it's a little more wiry. So the gray is more wiry. And so it does different things. But you know what? I'm so feeling this. I'm going to split this. I'm so feeling the gray that I'm excited about it. I'm not going to say I'm never going to have braids again because I don't know, because I feel like that now, but it's not necessary for me. You know, the best part about this process is that I actually find I love to be in my own hair. It is nice to not have somebody else in there but me, somebody that's going to care about me. Nobody's going to care about my hair more than I do. And especially since no, seriously, I mean, this is not every black hair salon, but you know, the ones here, sometimes black folks don't love their hair. They think it's a burden, it's something like you got to beat it down, and they beat it down to the ground. So sometimes here they do. So you can tell they don't like it. They don't think your natural is not to be seen. Not all the time. It's to be braided up and, you know, at all costs. So you got to have somebody that love natural hair, love being in it, love doing it to be in your hair. And I don't always get that, so it had to be me. Things that I think that is contributing to success besides the water every day, the scrunching, the preening, and the massaging, all those, because I do it every day. It's also, I think, the diet. I'm eating a lot of good foods, good greens, good nuts and seeds, and I think that they're contributing a lot. So basically, it's basically what I'm not eating. Not eating all the oil. Matter of fact, I don't do oils anymore. I don't buy olive oil, and I don't even eat oils. I didn't try not to. I mean, I always kind of thought it'd be cool to not do it, but I really don't do it. and I find that I just feel so much better. Something that I eliminated out of my diet that I'm really, so you see I'm preening, I'm going to the top, I'm pushing down that, and I'm getting that oil. One thing that I stopped adding to my diet, and now my stomach upset, my stomach is gone, is something that people tell you to be very careful here eating is the tomatoes. Yeah, the tomatoes are not good. I mean, sometimes they're with a lot of pesticides, and just people have a lot of problems. Even the Ghanaians will tell you be careful eating the tomatoes. Some would just say don't even eat them. So I got rid of the tomatoes, and that acidy feeling went away. Makes sense. Acid, the tomatoes. So that's another thing that's helping me tremendously. Now, this one got a lot of sebum. When you see my hand falling, that's my hand slipping off because of the sebum. But yeah, so getting rid of the tomatoes. Another thing that I've been got rid of because I kept saying this is not doing something right to my stomach, and I couldn't figure out what it is. And it was pineapple. I could think it's just acidic, but I think y'all, I'm almost sure I just split this. It's pesticides. Because I was reading, I went on a website called Sow, S-O-W Green. It's a place that actually creates boxes where you can go online, you buy your greens, you pick the ones you want. They even sell fruit as well. And then once you do that, you order, they can deliver it to you, you can pick it up. But I was reading their mission statement, and it was talking about how they got started. And here they had bought what they, called a pineapple farm, which so many pineapples here, OMG. And, but they were saying that they were disappointed because they realized that the ground was messed up from the pineapples. Well, not the ground, but the way the pineapples was being grown was using heavy pesticides, and they were treating the soil prior to with that Roundup, which I think the Roundup was, I don't know if it's illegal or something in the States, but it was something specific. I tell you, they just sent it to other countries, and they said that the Roundup was so detrimental to your health that they decided not to do the pineapples, and they decided then to grow organically, and that's when they started doing things a lot differently, and using natural pesticides. And neem is a big one. Black soap, neem, those are all great natural pesticides. And there's other stuff here. So I'm so about the organic life. So I really believe that that all of that is helping as well. But that that your own sebum, that right there, like I could see my hair is, I'm gonna make this one. So I'm just taking it out. My hair is just got a bounce to it. It's an elasticity, yeah. And so much more of it. It's just healthier. And it's healthier because I'm in it instead of somebody else. It's real simple, right, y'all? And not just that, no, because I want to say this. I didn't always just take care of my hair, but now I am, because the water on the hair makes it simple. Now, are you totally always using water only? You're using water only in that you're washing or you're rinsing your hair every single day. So really, it's quite clean. It's cleaner probably than the way that a lot of us black girls sometimes wash our hair, once a week or once every 2 weeks or even less. So it's very clean. But you do what you want to do is after a while the sebum will start, because now you're massaging it, you're training the sebum to come. And the sebum will start to come so much that it will kind of overcome, and you'll have like a gray, like your hair will look gray when you're not gray, and if you're gray, you're not gray like that. And that's when it's time to get the sebum off the scalp and remove it from the scalp, and the old sebum, the gunked up, piled up sebum. And when you do that, I want to turn this into two. When you do that, no, I'm going to do one. There's a lot of sebum, so it's good. You allow the new sebum to flow even easier. And so that's when you can do a bentonite clay mask on your head, or you can just simply wash with black soap. Some people do the banana conditioner. So these are things that are also good for the hair, but allows you to get that extra sebum off your hair. And some people need it every couple of weeks. Some people need it once a month. Some people might need it less than that, depending on how much sebum you produce. I gotta get this here. I'm just gonna do that. So yeah, like I said, I did this before. My hair was the healthiest, and I really enjoyed it. But it got longer. The best thing to do too, especially as it gets longer, I even do it short. Keep it in twist. This way it's low manipulation, so you're not manipulating it, and when you're wetting it, it's easier to pull to pull the sebum down in the water with your hair in the twist. So it's not loosened. It's just, and then you're done. So yeah, so I'm so glad to be on the method, and it's funny because I dedicated, like I decided to do the method. I decided to do the method, and then I realized that, oh wait, I got a shower and a shower head, and when I start, and the water's been running nicely, and I start turning on the shower, I said, OMG, I got a shower, y'all. So I get to be underneath the shower. The shower actually, and the running water here now, it runs warm. So not hot, not cold, just nice and warm. And it's perfect. It's perfect for my hair. And I got a little bit, so it's not a lot to take care of. So I'm excited. I can tell, like I said, that's getting so long. I can tell that my hair is in great shape. My scalp never used to hurt, especially after all the braids. Oh, not anymore. But I'm looking forward to rocking that gray. As y'all can see, like I said, it's interesting. Even I can see it looks a lot more blacker. So that could just be the sebum taking care of it. So yeah, so like I said, I wouldn't even rock it now. I just want this to grow back in more, or the bang to go longer so it can cover that while growing back in. And that's it. And it is. It's growing. It's growing perfectly. Actually, I'm going to get that. I'm very, very pleased with the growth and the response and all of that stuff with my hair. So yeah, so I'm going to braid that last one. Okay, I lost it, so I just twist it in the end when I get lazy. But it twists nice because that sebum just curls it up. See how perfect that is? Yes, y'all. And then the sebum good for everything. The sebum starts to fall on your face. You can feel it on your edges. It's good everywhere. It's good for you. It's your sebum. It's your minerals. It's your vitamins. It's your nutrition for your hair. So love that. So yeah, so I take care of my hair. What else am I doing for my skin? I make sure that I moisturize every single day. It's just that simple. I'm using the rose hip seed oil. That stuff I love it. It feels like and it smells like vitamin E, and I love it. So I use that in the morning when I get up to go out, and I use it at night before going to bed. I just want to see how that product works. So I'm not using the neem even on the edges anymore, nor the face. And then my baobab oil, I use that on my body each night. But this you see here, this is just from this morning, and this is the shea butter. Shea butter is what I use to go out. The shea butter is just shea butter. It is very penetrating, very protective, and I use the shea butter. And don't forget to, I wish I did this more, moisturizing that neck, because that's really where it shows the sign of aging. So yeah, y'all. So yeah, let me see what y'all saying. Hey, Miss Racy. Hey, Nicole. Hey, Nature Girl. Yes, your hairline is returning. Congrats. Thank you. Yes, your edges are growing in nicely. Thank you. Autumn says, good morning. I'm embracing this streak of gray in the front of my fro. Yes. I'm also staying out of my hair. Everything breaks it out from bonnets to braids, letting it flourish. Yes, Autumn. Hey, BB Joe. How are you? Yes, come over to my side. I'm growing out my gray, which seems to be an anomaly for early 40s. Everyone dies. I know, Nicole. I'm so glad. Congratulations. BB says, after 1 year and 7 months, I have finally healed from heartbreak. What a journey. I can breathe again. Yay. And let's talk about that. Ashe, BB Joe. What a relief and joy. Yes. Hey, Beverly. Yes, we have been taught that water is bad for black hair. Not true at all, right? We learning that. Hey, Yapa, BB. Thank you, Nicole. Yes, the under silky is key. Yes, natural cover, right? Hey, naturally, says Nicole. I love your salt and pepper. It's like a bit of highlight that complements your skin. Thank you. Ann Thompson says, peace and blessings. Yeah, Chebe powder. My sister, they sell it here too. My sister said that Chebe powder was magnificent. I'm going to get some of that. I like it too, Nicole. Lisa Marie, I think back to when you wanted the white hair. I know. When you came, now you are getting it. That's right. And after watching that gray hair video, I look forward to seeing how it comes back. Are you going to, how you rock it and as it comes in? Yes, it's going to be lovely. Thank you. Thank you. Roundup is GMO carcinogenic. Yes, it is. It's horrible, right? It's a poison. It's like, yeah, carcinogens, it's cancer causing. It's horrible, yes. I'm drinking pineapple water now. It's hard to find pineapple farms in Ghana that do not use. I heard, yes, they say it is. They say it is. Yes, it is. Hey, Emma, because you wrap your hair at night too. I always wrap when my hair is long, but lazy. Oh, yeah, when it's short. I wrap my hair when it's bald, girl. I don't even let my bald head be on that thing. So yeah, I wrap it every time. Scrubs on your scalp activates growth. Yes, it does. Geranium oil tightens the skin. It's good on the neck. Oh, thank you. And I saw some here. Just tuning in now. Peace family. Hey, melanin, locks. No. Mm-mm. No. I don't think so. I mean, you know what? I'm not gonna say no. I'm not gonna say no. It could happen. I don't really have the patience for it because I don't mind it as a style or as I don't mind it, but I don't want the I don't have the I don't think I have the patience. But since I'm keeping my head covered, it could work. I'm not against it. I would be and gray with the gray and the salt and pepper. I think it would be beautiful. So I'm not against it. I would if it just I wish I could snap my fingers and it was just there at the lane. And what I'm doing because I do take them out though maybe like once a week. So at the end of the week I take it out and sometimes I'll just wear it like that. Sometimes I just take it out just to feel my hair really loose. But one never knows. Forgot about a broken heart falling in love again. Oh yes. Oh yay. You know what? I was telling my group that even it's been I didn't know that from the time that I and my ex-husband separated, it's been almost I counted 2.5 years. But it's not like I felt like I took the 2.5 whole years to heal. I didn't. I didn't. The first year I was traveling around the world and even one trying to have a affair, which didn't work out well. And so I don't feel like I sat down and was really doing the healing work. And I think that it's not just time that heals all wounds, it's some conscious work. And I say conscious. Because if it's just say, well, I've been out of a relationship for 5, 10, or even 15 years, but you haven't gotten over it, because you haven't done a specific type of work to do that on yourself, then you might as well, no, you didn't do anything. So some people might say 2.5 years, okay, it's time to move on, but I realize that it's not good for anybody to bring our toxicity into a relationship. Most likely somebody, they're gonna have theirs too, because you got yours. It's healthier and better, and it saves a lot of heartache on even the people that you decide to have a relationship with, if you can know that you did a certain amount of work around that specific relationship. And for me, as much as I would welcome a relationship, but not I realize not now. Not that it's not now. It's coming and it's being made perfectly as I am. But I feel like I'm actively healing. That's the best way I could say it. I'm actively healing. I'm doing the work. I'm feeling the feelings. I'm opening my heart. I'm releasing the pain from the heart. I'm sending love to the individual. I'm allowing myself to do the what if, or I wish we could have, or no, that's not possible, or well, that was a problem. Like I'm doing the work just now. I feel like the 1 year in Ghana was very healing, because at the end of the 1 year, I realized that I was still hurting from the breakup of my marriage. So that is, I would give this the first year of going through. So I think the first year or more is just the realization that something you did want. You wanted it more than you thought maybe you did. It didn't work out. So I'm clear about that. And now I feel like going into the second year, it's more about seeing what's left in my heart, seeing if there's blockages, seeing where I can let go more. And because you got to be open to love, and loving myself, that's the best part, and accepting, and then really just decide on what does it really take to have a great marriage, great relationship, but I'm talking marriage. So what does it take to have a great marriage, and am I really willing to do it? And I would say yes, that I feel like I was even willing then, but I don't think the other person was as willing, so it was kind of hard. I can't say for sure, Things that I would definitely want to have from the beginning, and this is the work that I think, and I got to get it separately. First, definitely getting therapy with black therapists for myself, but definitely a person who's willing and open to having therapy and just talking it through, and having another person come in. Just whatever it takes to have a healthy relationship, I would like to do it. So I'm ready to do some other modalities and invite those in that I didn't before. I mean, I would have did it then, but gotta have two people all the way in it. If two people ain't in it, it's not. I don't know how it's gonna work. I don't know how it's gonna work. So I'm good. Like I'm doing that. I'm exploring. I'm just getting in touch with my deep feelings and telling the truth about if there's any lingering feelings or emotions attached to my last relationship, and really finding how to send love and to forgive and really mean it, and really mean it, and really mean it, and letting go even of what if and what could. That's if you're still there, then you're not gonna be able to go forward. So, and a lot of that I had, I wanted, so I now know what I want more of. There was some good. There was a lot of stuff I don't want. So it's like clarity. I'm getting clearer about my next step. I'm getting clearer about my next step. But the best part is I'm okay that I'm not ready. And I'm okay that when I'm ready, I'll know. And I'm okay that I got more time. And so this is the time to just enjoy myself, enjoy my life. No desperately looking, no desperately waiting for, it's not desperate, there's no desperate feeling. I've had desperate feelings, so I know, even when you look at your vision boards and you just, please, I can't wait, I really want it, I'm gonna see it, no, don't get desperate. You can't, it's not, because you're gonna have, get desperate if you want to. You will sure call in some stuff that you ain't gonna even want and wish you didn't even call in. So, I'm not desperate, and I'm not. I'll be honest, and this is something that I think I just came to yesterday. I know that I'm not fully ready, meaning there's some ish that will come up, some unhealed hurts that I know would come up, because I'm still delving and I'm still checking that out. If you've been single for a long time, let's say, and you really want a relationship, but you can't seem to find the right one, sometimes it's not that it's not enough men or it's a shortage. It's just that you didn't really do the work. You didn't really do the healing work. It's a rare occasion and then if you just got out of a relationship, I mean, I don't care if it was a friends with benefit relationship, if it was this my best friend, well, friends with benefits, right, relationship, or it's been over, but the over has only been not that long. And then you find somebody else, like I was telling my boo, we call that rebound, and they are real. But that second one after that one, it could be the one, but you're the one. I think every woman, man too, now let me just say this because the men need it even more. We need processing time. You have to, if you say that you was in a relationship and you was in love with somebody, then you're gonna need time to figure out who and what you are at this point, what didn't go right, what could be done differently. Are you still in love? Sometimes we give it other people to feel better. It's called, like I said, the rebound one. I ain't make this up. I've been the one. Or like somebody said, in order to get over one man is to get under another. Like I said, we gotta do what we gotta do. But I've been all those routes, and they are very painful. Because even when you still in love, or you still in hate, or you still angry, or you still mad, or whatever it is from your, that relationship you had, the next person, sooner or later, they're gonna see that anger come out. At first, it's gonna feel like it's just a casual thing, it's just nothing. And then you start to realize that it's not fair to the other person that you bring in. It's not fair that you are still processing hurt. Listen, I don't care who you are or who you think you are, you walking on 2 feet, right? You are human. And you a woman, you more human because you feel. And you ain't no robot. You just can't get over things overnight because that stuff is in your cells, it's in your pores, that other person. It is, and I could definitely say that. I know I'm better than I was when I came, but I ain't ready. I wouldn't even sit here and lie to myself. I mean, I'm ready in that I'm open to love, and that's bigger than I was. Because before I was like, I will never want another man. You remember me saying it, and I'll never get married, and I don't even want a man. I'll be having myself. Now I'm saying, so I'm healing. I'm getting to a place. And there's no quick way to do it. There's nobody, it's how to get over a person fast. Ooh. Because everybody got their time. Then you got to depend on how long you've been in a relationship. And some of us, we're never not in a relationship. So if you realize in your life you went from man to man, not in no promiscuous way. I mean, even if it's a promiscuous way, I'm just saying, not to make yourself feel bad, not judging it. I'm saying just, evaluate your life and say, you know what? I sleep with a lot of men, like, I go here, and then I was with him, and him, and then him, and then him, and then, you need a break. I mean, that's all that says. They ain't saying nothing against you. You need a break. You need to figure out why you can't be happy with yourself. You got to mature. We got to, it's like you got to grow up. And I'm trying to be a grown-ass over 50 woman. And I feel like I'm finally maturing enough to know, that relationships they're not to be played with. And they're to be fun, but not played with. And they're to be thought about. Like any grown decision you make about anything else, you should put in the same care and rationale when it comes to your loving relationships. And I think too, sometimes it's good that, you just want to have sex, that's what you have, and you didn't have a good sexual relationship, you want to have it, but I'm going to advise too, this is what I'm going to do for me. Let me tell you, I ain't advising nothing on nobody because I don't know nothing about nobody else. For me, I definitely am into getting to know men. I can date you for a while now. We don't have to do that because that blurs the lines, and that makes you think it's something that it might not be. I think we need to learn how to be friends. I think marriage is a beautiful, amazing. It's amazing because we bring in two people trying to come together as two people. Because that's what you can come together as one. You come together as two people trying to come together as two people trying to come together, which there you go, as two people. Not two people trying to come together as one. Two people trying to come together as two people, right? Two people trying to come together as two people. That takes time. That takes a lot of time. And sometimes the one after two is the one that you're going to, if you would allow, maybe that relationship could be a healing relationship for you. But oftentimes we run into the second one or the third one thinking, no, this is the one. I don't see it. So broken heart is real. And I think that if you notice somebody say I'm over somebody else, or you say you're over somebody else, but yet you still get mad when you see them, there's still strife between y'all, you're mad at the person. You ain't over it. And because I was in a relationship with somebody like that, and so I know that if you are still angry with the ex, whether you show it or not, because I can tell when a woman's still angry with the ex, because they'll say little things. If you can't talk about that last relationship like it was like your best friend, then you're probably not over it. And dang sure, if you are still feuding with the ex, you're probably not over that one either. And what was another thing I was going to say? Yeah, and when, you know what, you should be able to be on some level, cordial and even kind and loving with your ex. And if you find that that's not happening, it's over. And I think, too, for me, it's about having respect for yourself and even respect for the relationship that was over. You want to respect the relationship that is over. So there's certain things you don't want to do. That's what I feel like. Like I love those ladies that's classy. Like you see celebrities, and they'll, the reporter will try to get them to ask about the ex, and they want them to say terrible things, and that the woman will never say terrible things. She'll never go back. She'll never retell the story. I think that's a wonderful way to be. I think that, and I wasn't. I was very upset. I talked about him bad. You leave a lot of doors closed when you do that, and some can't ever be opened again. And I think it's important to leave something beautifully. And not to sit there and say, well, I wanted to leave it beautifully, but they didn't. Okay, no, y'all didn't leave it beautifully. If you leave it beautifully, the chances are the next one will be as beautiful. The door that you close is beautiful. The door that you open will be even more. When I see closed doors and chaos in my own life, I know that I gotta do something differently, and I gotta do it better. So I'm just, at the same time, don't give up, because a lot of us, I see, when we believe we can't have what we want, we start delving into alternative lifestyles, which, if that make you feel good, go right ahead. But that might not be you either, because, see, all relationships are relationships. I don't care if it's the same sex. I don't care if it's the same gender or non-gender. I really don't care how you say it. People are people. Them little organ change I'm just saying, this is what I noticed. It don't really make a difference in who you are. It doesn't. It's like you put on a wig or you don't have a wig. You still you, with the wig or not. So I could be speaking to anybody, so don't think this is just for heterosexuals. I mean, it's for homosexuals too. Y'all be having some bad relationships just like the rest of us, okay? And what I mean, that's why I don't even want to say y'all and us, because I don't really want to separate it, because it's not really separate. Some gay women that I know and men, they in abusive relationships, they beating each other asses, they got childhood trauma, they got black people trauma. So some of us think we could run the other side or run to the other way, or like that's gonna be, that's how much I want you to know you're still you. So you can say, I hate men, I'm gonna go to women. And you go to women, and you might as well have met Jerome, he's back again. Because Jerome is in her too. All the way, all the signs, all. And I figure women, we some other efforts to have relationships with, I could imagine, because our hurt be going deep. Theirs too, but ours, we fight your ass. So can you imagine? So I'm just saying, like, running to anything else is not going to make it better. It wasn't the gender that was bad. It was that there's some healing that needs to take place in each individual. That's why on that level, to me, relationship, it doesn't really matter to me who you decide to love in that way. I mean, I know sisters that said, well, forget brothers, I'm going to go to a white man. And I had a sister that did that. All the black men used to beat her, a sister friend. And she got a white guy thinking he wasn't going to beat her, and he beat her too. See, this stuff is deep. You got to do the work. Can't nobody do it for you. You can't blame everybody. If you find that it's all these people you're meeting, and I said I was thinking, I'm going to give up. Forget this. I'm just going to go to girls, or I'm just going to go to white men, or I'm just going to go to whatever. Not my type. Well, I love that one. Maybe because I get the bad boys. Maybe because I don't get the Joe Schmo. And then you get Joe Schmo crazy too. Because on some level, there's a sense of insanity inside of you if you ain't healed. We got a lot of spiritual people out here, included, that could be very spiritual but can't get the relationship thing right. What's going on with that one? Why are we so spiritual? We help people, we read people, we counsel people, but we won't, I'm thinking about a lot of spiritual women, they ain't got no man. They had them, they just didn't work out. So I think that I think relationships, I say, is work. I think you actually got to put something into it. I think you got to treat it with kid gloves. I think you got to be, like, it's got to be a priority. You got to. You can't be, I'm doing all this, and now let me go see what my marriage is going on. Like, you got to have time to fall in love. You got to have time to be in a relationship. You have to have time. You have to say, really look around, says, can I give as much time to a relationship as it needs? It needs to kind of take priority, because y'all living with each other. And some of y'all having children together. I don't think most of us really understand. When I look at, there's a channel on YouTube called Black Love. Absolutely love the channel. When I hear those couples talk, I'll be like, oh no, this, and the black be like goes in the background. Oh, this, no, y'all, this is serious. This is work. And are you ready to do that kind of work? Now, I'm gonna ask myself, am I ready? I am so ready. You know why I know I'm ready to do that work? Because I'm ready to do it on myself first. So when I see women get out of one relationship and into another, and I know you ain't doing no work on yourself because I'm watching you. I'm seeing you. I know that you're not going to be able to do the work in the relationship either. I know you're not. If you ain't working on yourself, if you ain't have no growth, you damn sure ain't going to be able to put the work into a relationship. You bringing yourself. That's the person. So you can't work on you. You coming in a relationship. How you going to have a relationship? Relationship don't mean you by yourself. So I'm willing to put in the work, and I'm willing to put in the work for a relationship. And I'm only gonna attract somebody that's willing to put that work in too. You know, my mind movie is with that brother I now know, Miller, and his wife's name is DeWanda. She's so beautiful. But when I played back that Black Love, you know, something he said, you know, I was a little scared too about, you know, because I don't, he said, I'm not into that. I'm not into divorce. See, I play that back because that's what I want. I'm not into divorce. Like, people say, yes, the death do us part, and then they ain't really about it. But he said, I'm about that. I saw too many marriages that didn't work, and I wanted that. And I'm not, so you got to listen, like, how hard are they willing to go in? Or somebody, because some men and women are quitters because they drain from relationships. So they're quitters. Are you a quitter? You got to have a partner that's not a quitter too. If you're a quitter and they're not, I don't see how this is going to work. If they are a quitter and you're not, I don't really see it. So you got to look for that, like, what is this person saying? Are they in it to win it? They're not walking away. Can I stay? Can I stay and work it? Not stay and hurt each other. That's two different things. Stay and say, listen, we're starting not to communicate. We're getting stuck in the mundane. We're not going deep enough. We need to call in somebody else. How can we keep this together? If it's over, I guess it's got to be over. But I do think we throw relationships away too fast. Being married now, I realize that, like I said, if you asked me if I had a chance, if he was willing to work too, I mean, really, really, really do the work, and you asked me if he was willing to do the work, and I was willing to do the work, I'll just put it this way, I would give up all the travel and everything I did to make my marriage work or a marriage work. In the end, that's really the most important thing. Something has to be that important to you. Why wouldn't it be the man, especially you procreate with? Why wouldn't it be the man you lay with and say you like him every day, but you're not acting like you do, and vice versa? So I had to ask myself, like, are you willing? Yeah, I'm willing. For the one that is willing to, and we both, I went into America. I mean, we were together for 10 years, but when we got married, we were horribly not. We needed therapy, and we got married on that. That was not wise. We both wasn't really. I was definitely more fighting for the whole 10 years when you go back. So watch your self-relation. Like, check out your own patterns. Are you the one that always does all the work? Why do you keep attracting men that don't want to do the work too? Or partners that don't want to do the work? And yeah, because yeah. So yeah. It's my little 5 cents, because it's a little more than 2. All right, y'all, I'm winding down. I just wanted to say hey. And yes, thank you to Karen Tafar, who bought me the boss lady. I'm loving my boss lady. That's why I'm showing you my hair, because I need something on that face down there to make it all come together. Yes. Oh, thank you. Okay, I've got a lot here. Let's go. That's right. Let's go. Go ahead. I'm loving what I'm reading. Yes. That's true. Okay, I want to hear that. Locks, okay. Hi, Uni says, forget about a broken heart, fall in love again. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, nice. I feel you. I want some, but the process, yes. I will watch this over. Thank you, Melanin. Your new man can help you with that. Drop the guilt and self-blame. I wouldn't put that responsibility on my new man. I don't think it's fair. Don't send anything to the one who hurt you. Just move on. Attend the salsa club. Learn a new skill. It could happen that way. I mean, I'm open to all of it. I think work is necessary, but if you don't, that's okay too. Ann Thompson said, I think you are doing the work. People rush into relationships when they are not healed and can ruin a good one. I think so too, Ann. Do not think any relationship is perfect. No, nobody does. Support the channel and get something beautiful for yourself at the same time. Yes, but you're right. I did the work, did not even talk to a man during my healing because that is exactly what my ex did to me. Oh, got you. The LZ show says, I found a counselor who does Zoom sessions. If you're interested, LZ, email me, afrocentrichomedesign@gmail.com. I am very interested. BB says, I started therapy and reparenting my inner child as well. Had to deal with codependency and abandonment issues. Absolutely, BB, me too. Living in the same environment didn't help. Had to care for my mom. Right now, I'm powerfully loving me. I love that. Fabulous Over 50 Lifestyle Channel. Have you joined a dance course? No, I haven't yet. I haven't. But the COVID crisis makes things worse because of the distancing. That's true. But I've been wanting to dance and do some poetry and a lot of other stuff. I got to step out, sis. Okay, naturally. Thank you, darling. So true, Lisa. Not fear at all. Yes, that's so true. Why let all your life depend on relationships? No, I don't think nobody is. I think that's what we're talking about now. I don't think we're trying to make our whole life depend on it. I think that's the conversation we're having. At Beverly Pierce, novels, movies, and the media makes us believe that falling in love is what we should live for. Yeah, but we're just talking about that aspect. I don't think that. I got you. There are two kinds of people, relation people and game people. Okay, universal. Right, people's hearts should not be played with. That's right. Single for 7 years here. I'm open but not seeking. I definitely want some healthy friendships. Me too, Melanie. I'm more on the healthy friendships for sure. That's true. Oh, she says most people that play with your heart are not aware of it. I don't know how I agree with that. I got to think about that. We are getting wiser, sister. That's right. We have to be friends at least 9 months. That's right. The amount it takes to carry a baby. I love that. Yes, Lisa, learning each other, etc. Friendship first. Definitely takes time. Absolutely. Yes. At least 9 months. I like that, BB. Yeah, go beyond. Yes, we know this, darling girl. Okay. That's true. Now, okay, I hear you. Go ahead. Thank you, Melly. It looks beautiful, beautiful as always, but this white looks great against your skin. Thank you. Yeah. Right. Now, you said most men can live, I know, but I think that's what they got to do their own work, too. The men got to do their own work, and they got to do their own healing. And you said sexuality is not a choice. Okay, a friend of mine turned to women because she was hurt by men and never healed. Yeah, you say it's not a choice, but some people do turn the other way. So, yes. Let's see. Sis, a track man who beat her. That is something she needed to figure out. That was my mom for 30 years, and I love what you said. That's something that she needs to figure out. Yes. Yeah, Deanna says we attract what we are. Yeah, a lot of times. Yes, the preaching, relationships give up. You preach and relationships give up your time. Yes, right. If you're not working on you, you're not ready for a relationship. Wow, that's what I find. Yes, universal. Okay, I got you. Right. What do you do for yourself? You will do and have the strength to do for and with others. Absolutely. I am you're a quitter when it comes to everything in life. I am sensitive. I felt where something is going. I just quit a job. Oh, okay. Yeah, the intent of people must be addressed as victory. Yes, I want to hear we can work this out. Not we're going to make this work. Go ahead. Love you for that. That was sweet of Karen. Yes. And break up because I got you. It's hard. It's hard to date when you're not happy with your way. Oh, yeah. Everyone's perfect is not the same, right? You must find your perfect, absolutely. Everything on this planet regarding being human is about experiences and relationships. Absolutely, everything is a relationship. We're talking about intimate relationships. We're talking about those relationships. We're talking about, it's interesting how people will come on and say relationships are not everything. We know they're not everything. This channel don't talk about everything. We're talking about relationships right now. And I don't think we got to let the other partner off the hook. You understanding his pain doesn't mean it's going to make for a good relationship. The pain you need to understand is yours. It's not, you're right, it's not about him. If you understand your pain, you probably wouldn't attract somebody that's in so much pain. You understand his pain because it's your pain. You understand his way and why he's the way he is because you know how you are. You're seeing yourself. But most of us don't have that much compassion and love for our own self. I think there's nothing wrong with taking your time. I think there's nothing wrong with loving yourself. Now, you interesting, sister, you talked about the dance. I'm not saying that doesn't work. It's interesting. I was doing Queen of Food for a long time. Oh my God, I was dancing like in a troupe. I was taking dance classes, doing poetry, doing spoken word. I was the lead dancer. I was the African roots of jazz, and I was still very broken. I was doing the saunas, retreats, doing everything. But I don't feel like I felt like I was blaming myself. And instead of doing those things because I was loving on myself, I felt like that I was using those things almost as a distraction to not really get down and do the real work. And there is work. I mean, it's okay. We'll call it another name if work, because some people feel very uncomfortable with the word work, especially a person, like you said, you quit jobs, so you don't work. That title's not gonna work for you. Call it something else. But the processing for me has been quite helpful. The opposite of that has not. It's quite simple for me. So why talk about relationships? Because it's the heart and soul of most people. Because most of us, I want to say all of us, but somebody might have an answer to that, came from a relationship. So most people are always seeking that from whence they came. It is the most natural thing to talk about love and the loving between two people. It is it's not copycat that people write poems about it or beautiful songs or even books of advice. It is a yearning that most human beings have to connect to another human being in a certain kind of way. So, and you say people don't choose their sexuality. We're talking about people who were with men and said, now I'm going to go with women. That's just a fact. We know that happens. What I'm saying to you, it doesn't matter who you go to. It doesn't matter. You're still going to yourself. So if you see yourself in somebody else and don't like them, then maybe you should spend more time with yourself and like that person you see. And when you can like that, you can like so many other things. So if you don't want to talk about something as beautiful as relationship because we got to talk about doing the work that looks ugly sometimes, shame on you. Shame on you to put down the beautiful love of life. Nobody's saying that that's the center of your life, but in a sense, it kind of is. And it's normal that it would be. Nobody's saying that women can't be happy without a relationship or happy without a man or a woman, but it's interesting that most of us seek companionship. Most of us seek closeness and love. Even animals love. When you start petting them, they want to be pet. When you start giving them love, they give it right back. Everybody just out here trying to get some love. And some of us are going about it in many different ways. And if I could shed some words to somebody about how to go through it differently in a gentle and loving self, how could loving yourself ever be a bad thing? Why can't we love somebody and love ourselves? Isn't that the only way to do it? Isn't that the only way? Aren't we talking about the same thing? It's going to be hard to come on my channel and not listen. Love you, darlings. Take care, ladies. Thank you, of course. You are an inspiration. I know you are, darling, Melanin. Love is sacred and magical. If we can't get out of the negative and get back to what it really is and can be, yes. Humans are made to experience companionship. Yes, Auric Moon, love it. It's normal and natural, period. That's right. Boom, says Melanin. Hurt and pain makes us think we don't need companionship. Beverly says yes. Yeah. That's what I say. I know I'm better because y'all remember I told you I ain't never going to be a relationship. I was hurt. You said it perfectly. I was hurt. That was a hurt place. Never. I said never, never, never again. Never, never gonna happen. Nope. Y'all, I'm just gonna be happy with myself. Hurt. And y'all knew it. Some of y'all did. I was like, she moving through. It's like the process of grief. Well, there's a process back to loving again and wanting to love. Dancing is nice, but I don't know if that's it. I know a couple of people that's dancing, but they still hurting. So I don't know if but I mean that I like these things too. How do we find joy again? Doing some things that we love. I feel you on that. But ain't nothing wrong. Listen, that's why they got a whole channel called Black Love. What we need is more black people talking about how to love in the most gentle and beautiful way. This conversation is very uplifting, very loving, very self-responsible. We want to see this. We want to have the connections. We don't want to just throw it out and love again. It sounds like some fairy tale. That's what they do on the sitcoms, or sitcoms too, but on the whatever rom-com or whatever. I was heartbroken last week, but I found Prince Charming yesterday. It's always this. And we went out there. I started dancing. It's like your life is not happening in 2.5 minute segments. It's okay to go within. It's a beautiful place in there. And if you want to be good so that you can attract something better, and you know that you need time, what is this rush? Why are we rushing? Why don't we just say, hey, you know what? I know I saw myself say I never want to be in a relationship. Now I'm saying I'm open. But I'm saying I want to do it a little differently, because based on my 54 years on this earth, I've done it the same way, and it's kept working out the same way, only getting worse because you're tired. I'm going to advise you, because I don't really know you very well, just sit back and relax, and it will all make sense. And take it in. And see if you could find a different perspective. I'm too grown for this. And I know you are sensitive. So sit down and be sensitive. Sit down and be divine and feminine. Take the information in and to see where it fits in you. Don't be so rushed to give advice. Just relax. And it'll come to you. All right, queens, I've had enough today. Yes. Thank you. You have so much to offer. You are great now. We'll be in a dope union when ready. Thank you. I love that. Love you, queen. Thanks for sharing. You're welcome. Love you, ladies. I'll see you the next one. Peace and love.